Hey guys, it's Allie and I'm back. I know I missed filming last Friday. I was just really busy with work. My parents went on vacation and Friday I actually had friends over before we all go back to college. So I actually did film the video, but I didn't upload it because A, I was busy, and B, I actually watched it and didn't like how the video turned out. And that video was supposed to be my Tinder date fail, and so okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skip that video for right now and jump right into my college series because it's already basically the middle of August, and I really just want to get those videos out there before everyone starts heading back to school if you haven't already. And then once everyone's for sure definitely back at school, then I will go back to other videos like the Tinder date fail. So today is going to be the first video in my college series, and it's going to be what to bring to college and what not to bring. So let's get started. The first thing that I could say to definitely bring to school is a mattress pad. Those beds are so uncomfortable. A mattress pad is a lifesaver, honestly. And a decent one, I know they're kind of expensive, but if you get a really good one, it should last all 4 years. So yeah, and number 2 kind of goes along with the whole bed. I would definitely say bring extra blankets, extra sheets, and more than one pillow. Definitely gonna want more than one pillow, but just extra sheets and extra bedding. I know for me, I'm a really messy person, and so I would be eating or drinking on my bed, and I would spill stuff all over, and I'm also kind of really lazy, and I didn't feel like washing my sheets at 1 o'clock in the morning. So having an extra pair of sheets or an extra blanket was just really, really nice. The third thing I could say to bring is a fan. For me, that was a no-brainer because I have to sleep with a fan on every night, but it also really helped to keep the room cool and to help drown out any extra noise. The next thing I would say to definitely bring is string lights or a desk lamp or just any extra lighting that you can find. Desk lamps are really, really helpful. I know some desks have built-in lamps. Mine didn't. So desk lamp was really great for doing homework, but I also like the string lights, the Christmas lights, because they give it oh my god, I can't talk, sorry. They give it more of a homey feel and just make it feel very comfortable, very relaxing. Okay, the next thing that I could say to bring is reusable silverware and dishes. My trash can was really tiny, and I think most people, when they go dorm shopping, get a very small trash can. And if you're using paper plates and paper cups and everything constantly, your trash can will fill up so fast. And honestly, getting reusable stuff is so much better for the environment. So I'd highly recommend just you can get cute plastic plates from Target, plastic plates, bowls, cups, etc. And I have a couple travel mugs for my coffee or my water, and I have a couple regular ceramic coffee mugs that are super great for when I want to drink coffee in the morning while I get ready, or if I want to drink it at night to stay awake and do homework. Okay. Number 6, I would definitely say bring Febreze, or if your school allows it, a wax warmer candle. I know most schools don't allow that, but Febreze especially if you're living in a building or a hall with guys, no offense, but it does start to smell. So having Febreze is really, really helpful. The next thing that I could say to definitely bring is a coffee maker, snacks, and breakfast. I had the highest meal plan allowed freshman year, but that still only allowed me to have 14 meals a week. So I had to skip breakfast every morning. I couldn't go to the cafeteria, for breakfast. I didn't skip it, but I had to eat breakfast in my dorm room. So having breakfast was really good, and having my coffee in my room was super helpful. And obviously snacks to take to class or to eat at night. And I would definitely say bring healthy food. The freshman 15 is so real. I didn't gain 15 pounds, but I gained probably 5 or 10. So I would definitely say bring healthy snacks. And honestly, for me, if I eat junk food constantly, it makes me sick. So healthy food is always really good. Okay. Number 9, I definitely say bring a speaker and headphones. First of all, headphones, because like, I just found them so helpful. Like, if I wanted to watch Netflix and my roommate didn't, I could watch videos or whatever on my laptop or on my phone. And a speaker is really nice because you can play music, and not only will your room hear it, the whole floor can kind of hear it, which some people hate, but I think it makes it a lot more fun. So yeah, the last thing that I have to definitely bring is an umbrella, rain boots, and a raincoat. None of my jackets had hoods on them, and walking through campus where it rains constantly was awful. My hair got messed up every day, basically. So having an umbrella, boots, and a raincoat is really, really helpful, especially if you live in a place like Pennsylvania, where I do, and where it rains constantly. Once again, I apologize. I cannot talk to save my life today. I'm like trying to talk really fast because my camera keeps shutting off every time I try and film this video, and my throat also hurts, so I'm just a mess today. I apologize. The last thing that I have kind of falls under both categories of what to bring, not to bring. It kind of all depends on you. I used my iron and my ironing board so much, but I know a lot of people didn't bring one and never needed one. So it all depends on you, but if you think you're gonna need it, then I would highly recommend getting a small ironing board and like a mini iron. Okay, what not to bring. Lots of dressy clothing and heels. I didn't bring a lot of heels, but I did bring a lot of dresses, and even as someone who wears dresses a lot, I found myself not wearing them quite as much, and maybe that's because I was up a little bit more. Actually, maybe I wasn't up north, but it was colder up there because we had a lot of trees and everything, so I feel like it definitely got colder faster. So I found myself not wearing dresses quite as much, and especially like dressy dresses and heels and stuff, no one really wears them. I didn't wear a pair of heels once my entire freshman year. So unless your school does like a back to school dance or something, or you're joining a sorority, you probably aren't going to need dressy clothing. Okay. Your whole wardrobe and makeup. You don't need it all. Most people go home for Thanksgiving or at least for Christmas, because that's like a month off. So don't bring all of your clothing unless you're not going home at all. If you're planning on going home in November, you don't need your heavy winter jacket. You don't need your super thick sweaters. Don't need your snow boots, most likely. So don't bring your whole wardrobe because you aren't going to have room for it and you aren't going to wear most of it. And same goes for makeup. As someone who loves makeup and has a ton of it, it's so hard for me to not bring everything, but it's definitely easier to only bring like the makeup that you know you're gonna wear every day. So yeah. Extra books. I brought so many extra books because I love to read, and I don't think I finished any of them, honestly. I think I got like halfway through most of them, and then I just didn't have time to finish them. So I would say start off by bringing one book or two, and if you finish them, swap them out. Either go home and swap them, or have someone mail you different ones and mail those back. That would be my best advice because they take up a lot of room, and honestly, chances are you're not going to have time to read them. Okay. A ton of high school memorabilia. I took my plaque that I got from playing varsity tennis. I took my varsity letters. I don't know. They were kind of good decorations, but like they were kind of weird at the same time. Like I had so many people make comments about them because first of all, my school letters are UP, so everyone was like, why do you have up on your wall? And I had to explain. So if it's something like that, definitely don't bring them. And honestly, like, it's college. You shouldn't be thinking about high school, really. And like, I feel like that's just, high school's in the past. You're in college now. You just want to leave it behind. So yeah, I would say don't bring all of your high school memorabilia. Okay, a printer. My school had like a max of 500 prints each semester. and I never used that many. I think I used maybe half of it. So I would highly recommend not bringing a printer because first of all, they're really expensive, and second of all, you're probably not going to need it because you can just go print in the library. I feel like that's something pointless to bring unless all of your professors or a lot of your professors require you to print all of the readings and everything. That's a different story. But most professors, the only thing they really require you to print is a couple readings, which are usually just 1 or 2 page articles, and your essays occasionally. But most of it's done online, so printer is not really needed. Okay, large cleaning supplies. Definitely bring the wipes, but you don't really need a giant vacuum. If you have carpet, I would say get a small vacuum. It is very helpful. And if you have a tile floor, definitely just get a broom and dustpan, but you don't need a big giant vacuum. It's full size. You don't need a Swiffer duster and a mop and all that stuff. It's just not necessary. So yeah, okay. Number 8 or 7, I don't even know what we're on. Futon or chairs. I feel like a lot of people advertise futons and chairs, but honestly, if you look at a dorm room, there's no room for it. So I would say if you really want one, move into your dorm room first and get everything set up, and then if you find that you do have room for it, go out and get one. The only way that I've really seen people actually have room for them is if they loft their bed and put a futon or a chair underneath of it. But other than that, I feel like there's just really never any room for them. Okay. Too many decorations. I moved rooms. I had 3 different dorm rooms, and I will explain that in a later video as to why I moved so much. But having so many decorations was a pain because I had to move them so much. And I know no one ever plans on having to move rooms. I know I didn't, but I feel like there's a lot of people that do end up moving dorm rooms because they don't get along with their roommates, especially if you're going in with a random roommate. But actually, my roommate this year ended up moving out of her room last year, and it was with one of her really good friends from high school that she was rooming with, and they ended up getting in a fight and she moved out. So, too many decorations, they look good, yeah, but they're kind of a pain to take down, even at the end of the year. I feel like tapestries are really great because they're super easy to hang up and they cover an entire wall, and they're pretty cheap. I got 2 of mine on Amazon, so they're really great to have to decorate. Okay. Last one, sports gear. Unless you're actually playing a sport in college, chances are you're not going to have time to play your favorite sport from high school. I brought all my tennis stuff, and I didn't play once. So I would say don't bring it unless you really, unless you need it or you really, really think you're going to play. So yeah. So that is my do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts of what to bring to college. I feel like that didn't make any sense, but you get the point, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with what I said or disagree, and if you have anything else you want to add for people on what to bring and what not to bring. Also, please give my video a big thumbs up. It would mean so much to me, especially if you also subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. I will see you guys all on Friday.